What's going on, guys? Angel here, TikTok Growth Secrets. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. As you guys can see here, I'm going to be live on TikTok. What's going on, guys, on TikTok? And I'm going to be live on YouTube as well. And we're going to be discussing a few things today. And actually, if you guys didn't know, this is actually the new TikTok Growth Secrets podcast. So if you guys want to check out the TikTok Growth Secrets podcast, you guys can go on and go to YouTube right now. And I'm live on YouTube. So if you guys want to go ahead and check me out there, I'm going to answer YouTube questions first. So if you guys want to go ahead and check me out here on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys as well. So hopefully you guys can see me here. Hopefully everything is looking good there on TikTok as well as on YouTube. But today, guys, I want to talk to you guys about the one thing that you need to know if you want to grow on TikTok. And it's, I'm going to go ahead and get to some conceptual things that will make more sense to you guys here soon. But once you understand these few things, you're going to grow much better on TikTok, much more effectively on TikTok than you have, because a lot of people are still implementing 2022, 2021, and before tactics that just aren't as effective as they used to be. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys my little spiel here, and then I'm going to make sure my camera's all good. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and there we go. So if you guys want to go ahead and check me out here on YouTube, make sure you guys go to TikTok Growth Secrets Podcast. I'm live there right now. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about today is this idea of how TikTok is distributing content, right? And I just made a video about this recently. If you guys can see me back here behind me on TikTok. And, the real big thing about the distribution of what's going on here on TikTok is that in 2022 and before, there used to be pretty much only organic posts and a couple ads on the For You page. And now, they sprinkled in some lives too, but not very many, even in 2022 before. They weren't pushing them nearly as much. But now on TikTok, you're seeing a lot less organic, just straight organic posts on your For You page than you ever have, because they are putting a little more For You page real estate up with ads, definitely more with these lives, and with stories. And I think stories is probably the most disrespected feature on TikTok right now for many reasons, just because some people don't even know about it. Some people know about it, but they really don't have a strategy, and other people don't really understand the true use of it. And so that's the one thing that I want to talk about today is understanding how important stories are going to be on TikTok, and you're not using them right now. And most people are not, using them nearly as much as they should. Now, let's go ahead and talk about stories here really quick. With TikTok stories, a lot of people are just posting a photo quick. A lot of people are just posting kind of their, not their best content. They're not really thinking about a story strategy. But when you think about the distribution of TikTok, the TikTok real estate on the For You page, it used to be about 80% organic posts. Then you had 20% of ads and lives. I would say that was split about 10 and 10. And with stories didn't even exist. Now on TikTok, I would say only about 50% of the videos that you see are organic For You page posts. And then the other 50% is split into, thank you guys on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. But the other 50% is split into 20% lives, about 20% ads, and about 10% stories. And you guys are leaving the lives and the stories on the table right now. So, but back to the distribution of it. When you're scrolling through, let's say 10 posts here on TikTok, and you see what each one is in terms of, is it a organic post, an ad, a story, or a live? You're going to see about 50% of the posts being organic posts like normal. But when we were talking about 2022 and before, that was about 80%. So you're losing about 30% on average of every 10 swipes. That's one reason that we can justify that TikTok's organic views are down, right? And that's what a lot of people are experiencing in 23, that views are, are down. I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions here soon, guys, for my TikTok people and for my YouTube people, but I want to get through this thought because this is the big part of the podcast, and I will get to the Q&A that you guys always love. Now, if you think about 1 out of every 10 posts on TikTok being stories, you realize that the only people that see your stories, views on stories, are reaching your target audience of your followers. And that's extremely important for a few reasons. The first reason it's important that stories are reaching your followers is because it's another way to interact with you. If they continue to interact with you, you're likely going to show up on their For You page on the organic post side, right? But the second thing that people don't realize is that if every 10 swipes that you're making, right? If every 10 swipes that you're making, one of them is, likely one of them's a story, that's going to be customized to the people that you guys follow, right? So if 90 to 95% of stories are shown to people that you follow, or, you're seeing their stories of people that you follow, that's going to be customized to everybody. Do you see what I'm saying? So I follow different people than you, follow different people than them and them and them. So they're saving that 10% real estate for stories. So you're essentially competing with the other people that your followers follow, right? And if you're the best follow for stories in your niche, they're going to see your stories the most. If they see your stories the most, they're likely going to see your organic posts the most because you're showing interest in them. And it's one of the ways that's really an easy way to get more followers to see your posts. If more followers see your post and they interact with your post, like your post, etc., that is a great way, and it's a good signal to TikTok, but a great way to break out of 200 or 300 views, because when TikTok is pushing out those, your initial post, your organic post, when they're initially pushing out your video, they're going to show it to people that follow you, because they want to see if your people like it, and people that follow you like it. It's probably likely that people outside of people that follow you, they'll probably like it too if they have a similar interest. And that's how people are able to break that 200, 300, or even 1,000 view barriers to really understand this concept of how powerful stories can be, because you're in people's feeds that already know, that like you. So, you're going to build that trust, and eventually they can become a paying client, or they can be, somebody who goes to YouTube, becomes a raving fan, etc. And that's what you guys want to build here on TikTok. So hopefully you guys understand that. And the other portion of that is lives. So TikTok is showing a lot more people live. So if you're not going live, or you don't have anything to go live about, and you're not posting stories, you're losing 20 to 30% of views that you used to be getting, right? So if you're not getting shown as much on the For You page, and you're not going live, and you're not posting stories, and you're not buying ads, you're going to lose views. You're going to lose digital real estate here on TikTok, if that makes sense to you guys. Hopefully that makes sense. If you guys are watching here on TikTok, make sure you guys or on YouTube as well, make sure you guys go ahead and ask a question there. So can you share stories on the For You page? Yeah, stories do get shared on the For You page. But they're shown 90 to 95% of the time. It's going to be one of your followers or one of the people that you follow. It's going to be their stories, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. So you're battling for that 10% with other people that person follows. Does that make sense? So what I'm doing personally, I'm going to give you guys something that I'm doing. My stories are up about 30% right now in middle of August here, 2023. I'm using trends. So I'm using dance trends and CapCut trends and sound trends, trending sounds in my stories as a way of short form viral type content. Okay. Because if, with stories, they can only be 15 seconds per chunk. If you're using stories, almost like a version of short form content, like a lot of people use that 7-second method where they are doing something in the background, they put a quote over it. That's a great piece of content for stories. And to always constantly have a story up is another tactic that I'm doing as well. So I'm trying to always have a story up every maybe 12 hours or so. And those views start to kind of compound on each other. Should we repost old videos to stories? You could. You definitely could. Always fire tips. This is gold. Thank you, Sarah. Are you doing the trending in relation to your niche or just to personalize? I'm doing it trending. So I'm doing like widely trending things and relating them to my niche, if that makes sense. So I'm just using CapCut templates. I'm just doing, like I even used the little penguins in my stories. If you guys have seen the penguin trend and that sound, and my stories are up about 30%. And I just switched over from a business account to a personal account because if you guys don't have the context, I've just hit 68K here recently, and my business account in about 4.5 months, I've started this in mid-March. My account's in mid-March. I went from from 0 to 68K in like 35 or 140 days. Okay. Now this last week, I switched over from a business to personal because I want to see how the next 4 months go, to see if a business account or a personal account matter, if trending sounds or no trending sounds matter, if what the differences are between business account and personal account, because so many people ask me. So and when people ask me about that, I can't give them a definite answer because I haven't tried both. So I'm trying both now. And actually my second video that I posted, I think is at like 40 or 50K already. So that's a pretty solid start here. So I'm going to go ahead. So hopefully you guys really enjoy that content here and understand the power of the digital real estate that's on the For You page and the distribution of how that content is being put out by TikTok, so you guys can understand, one, how TikTok is utilizing their content and what you can do about it to get more views. So I'm going to go ahead now and get started here. Thank you guys so much for the, that 12-ish minutes of content. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get to your guys's questions here. So I'm going to scroll back a little bit and you guys can go ahead and ask me some questions. How come whenever I post, I get a lot of engagement immediately and then nothing after? There's a testing period, Mick. Thank you for the question. There's a testing period that happens, and normally that's tested against your current followers. And if they like the content, they'll continue to push it out more. If they don't, they'll kind of freeze it there. But there's a certain threshold that you'll probably hit with the testing period to see if your content is going to be good enough in comparison to other content in that niche. What kind of story should we post? Like I said, Mick, I'm doing trends. How do you get out of TikTok view? JL, thank you, UGC creator. I appreciate you. Like I said, there's really only 2 things that you need to know to grow on TikTok. And then the rest of it's kind of testing variables after that. The first thing is ideas/hooks. You need to have a good idea, and once you have a good idea, you need to be able to present that idea in a way that makes people want to watch 2nd, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. After you have that, you need to have, obviously a format that works for you, but search engine optimization. SEO is super extremely important on TikTok because you have to have TikTok understand the right audience for your videos. If you don't, and your categorization says find related content, you're going to be in big trouble. Okay, it's going to be big trouble for your account long term if all of your videos, when you go to click them on your account and you go up to that little search bar and it says find related content, if that's the case, you guys are in trouble. Okay. Do you have any advice for getting consistent views after a viral video? Yes. One of the things you can do is reply to comments on that viral video as soon as it starts to go viral, because you can go ahead and funnel that traffic into your next video, into your next video, into your next video. I have a client, Surf with Claire, who had 2 or 3 viral videos that went over 1 million, and she funneled her traffic, and after she had her couple million views, her next 2 or 3 videos were like 400,000, 200,000, 100,000, 80,000, 50,000. So she was able to funnel that traffic down for people who wanted to. And that also helps you grow average views per viewer, which makes you look really good to TikTok, which means average views per viewer in layman's terms means how many videos can you get one person to watch from you? And if you can get a lot of people to watch more than one video from you, that's a good signal to TikTok that you're valuable or entertaining or inspiring or something like that. And so the more that you do that, the more that they're going to give you. It's almost like, trusting a friend, right? If TikTok's your friend and, they have mutual friends that they can show you to, they have to first, they're going to ask you, hey, what, your friend's going to ask you, what are you about? And you're going to say, hey, I'm about TikTok growth. And TikTok's going to be like, okay, cool. I know a lot of people, but I have to trust that that's what you're about because I'm going to show you to those people. And I want them to have the best experience possible. I'm not going to show you to my friends if I can't trust you. And so the way that you earn that trust is through consistently posting about similar things, understanding SEO, getting categorized every single time you post in a similar or same niche. And TikTok's gonna be like, perfect, I know exactly who to show you to. And then they show you to the depths of a lot of people in that niche. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, the Madagascar pen. After I received the SEO checklist, I started to see less of your emails. Any reason why? I usually don't send very many emails, Dreamer. I don't send many emails, but I'm going to because I have a couple announcements that I'll be making here really shortly. First, if you guys wanted to know that, I'm going to be doing a 30-day challenge starting September 1st. And what's going to happen is I'm going to walk through it with you guys to from day 1 to day 30 to help you guys grow, tips along the way, things that you need to be thinking about in 30 days so that you guys can grow, so you guys can understand SEO, content strategy, video editing. So I'm going to be giving you guys a tip every single day for 30 days, and I'm actually going to grow a new account with you guys. So hopefully that's inspiring to you guys. I'm going to try to grow an account alongside of you guys. It's going to be a pretty inexpensive charge to follow through, and you're going to be dripped videos day 1, day 2, day 3, and each one is going to get sent to you early in the morning. And then you'll be able to analyze that and use that video for the day so that we can do this together. Oops. So do you think it's best to start a new TikTok? Sometimes, depends on. I've only suggested that a few times to people. So how do I pass the testing period to get it pushed out? Oh yes, like I said, it's about being consistent and earning that trust. You kind of get stopped at the door at 200 views. You get stopped at the door at 200 views if TikTok doesn't trust you. Okay, TikTok's got a bouncer at 300 views, right? Love this info. Thank you. I get 200 or so views in the first hour. Nothing. Any tips, Dr. Amy Stewart? So a lot of things are a lot of TikTok halting or holding back content. A lot of it's about lingo. A lot of it's about keywords that you're using that TikTok may or may not like, right? And I don't want to say some of those words, but make moolah digitally and saying some of those, some of those things, right? That they don't like. They don't like a lot of things with mental health, behavioral sciences. I actually, in my community, if you guys want to check out my Stan store, it's on TikTok and it's on TikTok and YouTube in the description there, and Stan store here. You guys can go ahead and check it out. I do have a list in my community. I'd love for you guys to join. $97, one-time fee, lifetime access. Love to have you guys in there. I was doing a subscription model, but nobody else needs a subscription, right? You don't need another subscription from me. So $97 will get you into our community for life. We have people who have 1 million followers verified. We have people who have 10 followers, everywhere in between, all different niches, and we help each other grow. I give a lot of time and effort to the course that's in there as well. It's a community and a course at the same time. And so you can learn from hours of coursework in there, as well as ask questions in the community. We all help each other. I have a ton of people, clients, former clients, etc. in there that have learned the ways of how we do it here at TikTok Growth, and how, like I said, it took me about 4 months to grow this on a business account with no trending sounds, no trending hashtags, no nothing. Just pure value and knowing and understanding how TikTok works in 2023. So if you guys want to join that, make sure you guys go ahead and join that here in the Stan Store. Okay. How do we get categorized in every video? Nikki, I do have the SEO playbook. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out, I have the TikTok SEO playbook that'll help you step by step. But basically, you have to find your categorization on TikTok. Once you find your categorization, you have to optimize your profile. Once you optimize your profile, you have to optimize every single post for those keywords. And so it's kind of just reverse engineering all of that. Say less, how do we sign up? Where do we start? I will get you guys that because I'm going to officially be announcing it, Skillionaire. Amy Stewart, I'm going to be announcing it actually tomorrow. But like I said, for my live people, I always give you guys the inside scoop. I have a video coming out tomorrow, and I will have it in my Stan Store tomorrow for people to sign up for the challenge, okay? And if you join my community, actually, you guys will get it for free anyway. So it's going to be, for the 30-day challenge, it's going to be $27, which is still less than $1 a day, right? But if you join the community, $97, my community is going to be doing it for free, or doing it as well with their lifetime access. So if it makes sense, if you're going to spend $27, you might want to just join the TikTok Growth Secrets community. Love to have you in there. We're going to do that. We'll be doing that together on the 1st. Also, in 3 days, if you guys kind of want to join, if you're going to want to join the membership community, you want to join soon, because in 3 days I have a live in the community only for community members where we do an audit on people's accounts inside the community, and you guys get to see how that's done behind the scenes. I like cars. I do nothing and have over 100K. That's amazing. My guess is you likely grew your account in 2022 and still have 100K followers. That's my guess. Growth has been really slow lately. I notice it's for good creators too, like you and others. Yeah, growth has been extremely slow in terms of followers. They've been much slower. On my, like I said, on my second post as a personal account, I hit 40 or 50K views, which is good. It's just that the followers have been a lot slower. I'm only gaining like 200 net a day, which is way slower than I was gaining. I was gaining like 800 to 1,000 net a day for like 2 months. So my net's only about 200 right now, which is much slower for me. To me, it seems, oh great, I'm big on mental health. If you guys do that kind of content, by the way, I can give you guys this tip. You just need to flip everything from a negative of connotation to a positive connotation. The example, like I said, I give all the time is social anxiety. For example, instead of saying, here's how to get rid of social anxiety, you just flip it in a positive way, and you say, here's how to gain more confidence in social situations. See how that works? You guys see what I'm saying? That hopefully that makes sense. But flipping those things from negative to positive, right? Or using different words that mean the same thing to the person on the other side of the screen, but don't have to necessarily use that keyword that TikTok's probably filtering because they don't want to seem harmful, right? So that's the big thing. Like to be selective on who they show, promote, or who they ban, or who they banana. Mama CMOS, thank you very much. A lot of times, most people, that's the case for 2 reasons. The first one is your niche. Sometimes the niche that you go into already puts you in a bad position if you don't understand the things that I'm talking about here, right? So if you're into mental health, for example, if you don't know those things and you're still using words like addiction, those like words like that, or SA, or domestic A, or you know what I'm saying? So like those kind of things, you can't say those things, right? And so if you're in that niche, you're already set up for failure, especially if you didn't know that what I was saying already. And then once you say those things, TikTok is already going to put you in that area of like, no, we're not going to promote their stuff because they talk about things that could be deemed harmful. That's the first thing. The second thing is people act spammy. They act spammy. Okay. And what they do is they try to say PM me, DM me, all these things in their profile. Go to Instagram, go to this, go to that. You don't want to do those things. That makes you look like a bot. That makes you look like spam, right? Anything that makes you look like spam, posting 8, 10, 12 times a day. You don't want to do that. Following, unfollowing. You don't want to do that. Using all those keywords in your profile. You don't want to do that. Looking at the back depths of TikTok. If you think they just look at you as a creator and not as a user, you are out of your mind, because that's another way to track what you're doing. So if you're not a good user and you never comment and you never like and you never support people, and the only thing that you do is you want people to like your stuff, but you don't go and do anything and you don't act like a normal TikTok user, TikTok sees that as well, because you're breaking their flywheel. Right? You're breaking the flywheel that TikTok created. TikTok created a flywheel of, oh, look at this trend on the For You page. I could do that. And then you go ahead and turn from a user to a creator and try the trend. And then you have to go back to the For You page and be a user again to see what's trending. And then you go and do that like a normal user. TikTok already knows something is kind of going weird. So my man North End Zone says, my audit helped me a lot. No matter what my videos are, I'm not moving beyond 1,000. How long has it been slower? I thought I had SEO for being categorized in every post, but it seemed to be hit and miss. So if you continue to optimize, there are some words that used to work and don't work anymore. That's a very hard one to get ranked for too. So like you're gonna want to try different words. You're gonna want to try different words. You got to be social on social media. That's a good way to put it. Cyclical. Is that what the word I was looking for? Cyclical. I was trying. Sometimes I know the word I want to say, but sometimes I just can't say it. What kind of mic do you like? So this right here for YouTube and for some other stuff, this is a Yeti, but I don't use that for my content on TikTok. I actually have a different mic that I use. I use a Rode mic, and I actually have the little Rode mic, big mic. I don't know. It just feels nice to hold on to a mic. And like I said, it's something that I do that hopefully when you see it, it's almost more marketing than anything, right? So hopefully that helps. But I thought there was a couple other questions that I missed here really quick. If you are in the MMO niche, what would be good keywords? Fran, thank you, Fran. There are a lot of good keywords for people that are in MMO, okay? Some right now are wealth mindset. You can actually say affiliate marketing now. You used to not be able to say affiliate marketing. You can say it now. They don't like they don't like the hustle on the side. They don't like that word. We'll just say that. hustle. They don't like that word anymore. They really don't care for passive income much anymore either. But wealth mindset, affiliate marketing is pretty good. There's one, personal growth is pretty solid. Those are some good ones that people are using right now. I'm a singer and a saxophonist. Should I create different pages or just keep one? I would split them. For most people in music now, I suggest to have 2 accounts. So happy to catch you live, Zara says. Thank you so much. Waffles, what's going on? Good to see you there as well. How many hashtags do you recommend now? I still am doing 3, but the only reason why you guys are seeing me doing 4 is because TikTok has this new little trend. I actually lost it, so I really don't need to do it anymore anyway. But I lost it when I went from business to personal. Was that little the little director's deal, clapper deal, and it was showing that I'm a 60-second creator. And so if you hashtagged longer videos, you were able to get that. And I was a gold 60-second creator, but I lost that on the switch. So that's okay. But right now, 3, okay? I would only use 3. And I'm experimenting a little bit more with hashtags, getting a little bit broader with hashtags. So still understanding that you want to rank for a certain key term that you can rank for almost every time, right? Why only 3 hashtags? I only use 3 hashtags for ease of use for TikTok, right? The more hashtags that you use, the more you look like spam. The more the more that if you're using, 10 10, 11, 12 hashtags, you're obviously trying to manipulate TikTok, right? You're not going to use 12 hashtags if your intention is not to get more views. And your intention can obviously be to get more views by using even just three hashtags, but it's less spammy, right? So I already know, at least in my case, when I categorize, I know I'm going to categorize for TikTok marketing, TikTok tips and tricks. Those two categorizations I can rank for on demand every time. And so as long as I hashtag one of those, I can test some different hashtags: TikTok growth hacks, or TikTok growth tips, content creation tips, TikTok or content creator hacks, or longer videos, or hashtag 1 minute because it's a long 1 minute video, those kind of things. But I make sure to hashtag the thing that I know and or think that I can get categorized for every time, which I have two of them: TikTok tips and tricks, TikTok marketing. If you scroll through my account, TikTok tips and tricks and TikTok marketing are probably 80% of my categorizations. So you don't recommend using a list of keywords in the caption? No, I do. 100%. So SEO is such a wide variety. It's a wide spectrum of things that you need to do. Okay, can you give me one example of my account? LOL. When I first started on TikTok, I had something like crazy like 30, which is okay because that was an old Instagram thing, because you could do max 30 hashtags on Instagram, and you wanted to try to hit for every single one, and at one time that was the way. So we normally use things that we've seen in the past. So I don't blame you there at all. A UGC creator, I would have to think on and even do a little research on it to give you an accurate one that I've seen in categorizations. Yours can depend too on the product that you're using as well, right? That's why UGC is different now in 2023 than it was in 2022 or before. It was way easier to be a UGC creator in 2022 or before because SEO didn't matter near as much. It was a lot more about the video. But let's say it was 100 to 0 between the content and the SEO. Now it's about 80-20 or 70-30 good content versus the SEO, right? Because you can make great content, but if it doesn't have an audience to be shown to, and you don't optimize for that audience, you're going to limit yourself with the views. Where that didn't matter before, when you were a UGC creator, you could make a video about A, B, C, D, and E, and it wouldn't hurt anything because it didn't matter. SEO didn't matter on your account, but now it does, right? And that's what I'm going through now, and that's why a lot of UGC creators are having trouble right now, is because now they're making you pick. But that was one of the reasons. Some of that is the reason that they did this in the first place, right? Some of that, like being able to post whatever you want, is bad for the user experience. Same for spicy content. Same thing there. So, those kind of things are the reason that TikTok made that adjustment. Should we be getting rid of our old videos that isn't your audience? I've got old videos that are still getting saves, like 2 or 3 years. No, I wouldn't. Just leave it. But, continue to make good videos, continue to make, use stories like we talked about in the beginning. If you guys are just here, use your stories to make touches with the right people, because when you make those touches and stories, they're going to see your next regular post as well. So that's how you capitalize on average views per viewer. Royal Queendom asks, what's the 3x3 method? Some people, I actually don't know. I don't know. And it's because people market the 3x3 method, that they just use the name of something that is probably extremely common, but they use it as a marketing tactic, right? Yeah, the 3x3 method, the 4x4 method, what are some ones that I've heard? There are so many. There's one about how many times you make cuts during a video. They called that something too. The clips, whatever. Just so many things, and it's all just marketing. The 3x3 method, I don't know what it is, because somebody's marketing using that name to market something that's probably fairly obvious about TikTok growth. So I'd have to look it up, but I could probably explain it to you once I look it up. Yes, I did the first story today. The glass water illustration was great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to be more visual as well, and I'm trying to test some things as a content creator as well. And that's probably that style of video will probably do even better here on YouTube. But I like to do that. Yes, great video. Thank you, Zara. But I wanted to, give people visualizations. That is my learning style. Oh, thank you. I think it is a lot too. And even if it isn't necessarily people's learning style, I still think it's a good way to keep retention because it adds to the story. It adds to the education. It's another layer. And if you can add layers to your content, that's how you can keep people with retention and keep people there much longer. I think I've heard of it. I think it's 3 target audience, 3 pain points. Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah. See, they make things sound complicated, right? But I mean, that's a good thing to plan, to have 3 target audiences. 3 target audiences is kind of a lot, but I would say 1 target audience. But if you do identify 3 pain points, you can use those 3 pain points 100 different ways with different hooks, and then you can go ahead and explain the content that way, and 3 solutions. It made so much sense, and it really drilled in how I was really missing out not using lies and stories. Thank you. Yes, that was exactly the plan, is that, you could be giving up 30% of the total impact that you can have on TikTok by not doing lives and stories. And that's a big thing, right? If you lost 30%, if you already lost maybe 30% of your views and you're not doing lives and stories, you're giving up another 30% of the real estate on the For You page. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. And so if you already lose 30% of your views and you lose 30% more of the For You page real estate, you're not going to succeed. But it's the people who understand using stories strategically and using live strategically and posting. Zara says 3 ideal audiences, 3 what your content is about, 3 pain points and solutions. Cool. I like it. That's a good way to brand that. I'm fine with that. How about the new photo option they have? Yes, that's an interesting one. I'm actually, to be honest with you, more interested about the text option. That text is very interesting. I'm not sure text is going to work extremely well on TikTok, but I understand why they're doing it with threads, and they look a lot like Facebook and LinkedIn and those posts there. Excuse me. How about CapCut is really changing the game for me with editing. Rainbow Black, that is awesome. I like how they're beefing up the TikTok Studio editor as well. They're actually giving you sound effects in there. They're doing a couple other things, like you're able to obviously do your captions in there as well, but they have some effects like the tracking the face, tracking the hands. Those are some things that people use on CapCut. You can now do them there on TikTok for sure. Stories and going live is very helpful, Zara says. Exactly. Now, in tomorrow's videos, I'm going to go ahead and log off here in a sec, but tomorrow's videos, I actually got hit with a survey from TikTok. And you know what the survey was? Something I've been talking about for these last 4.5, 5 months that I've had my account. TikTok is turning into YouTube. And they hit me with a survey, like a 13-page survey, to give them feedback about the YouTube Studio editor, about YouTube Studio. Because they're thinking about doing an actual TikTok studio, and they want to see if people like the YouTube studio and they understand how it works, they're just going to copy it. Essentially, you can upload from there. You'll be able to add your thumbnails from there. You're going to be able to do, like, there's going to be a like I said, they're asking about it right now, and I almost guarantee that they do it. So, and I've been saying this for months, TikTok is turning in to YouTube. And if you understand how YouTube works, which even though, like I said, I missed growing a ton on YouTube. If you guys want to go ahead and check my TikTok or my YouTube here, my man left Creativity TikTok. I'll have to talk to you in a second, Chris. I appreciate you there. I got notifications to say I should do long form content. Exactly. That's what TikTok wants, right? So the creator program in general is quality, original content longer than 1 minute. That's what TikTok wants, right? And so that's, even in that sense, that's turning a little more like YouTube. But they gave me a whole survey. If I like you, how many times a week do I use the Studio Editor? Do I like it? What features do I use most? Monetization, all of those things. So longer content, I've been wondering what they want. Yes, longer content is working much better. But if you're used to making short content, don't go straight to 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes. Go, if you're a 15-second, 18-second creator, stretch it out to 30 or 35. If you're a 35-second creator, stretch it out to 45 or 50. And if you're at 45 or 50, stretch that thing to over a minute. But eventually, you're going to want to get to over a minute because it's going to help you. Yo, how can you contact TikTok to remove those strikes if your account has been striked? You can't. You have to wait it out, but because they won't hold it against you. They're not going to hold it against you forever. If you didn't know, guys, I was in the crypto niche as well. I have a lot of accounts. I have like 4 accounts, 5 accounts. I have like 4 or 5 accounts that are over 20K for sure. 90 days, they remove it. Yep. So I had a big player, a big player in the voice. She's a voice coach, and she had it for 90 days as well. She had it for full 90 days, and every time she posted, they had to review it quick, and then it would post. But it was 90 days, and then now that I believe hers is done now. So, but it takes a little bit. I make mainly long form content. That's awesome, Rainbow. That'll help. And that's what I've been doing. Waiting. Once I'm back, I'm going hard. That's exactly it. I would still post through it a little bit, Stank. I would still post through it if you aren't. But yeah, it's just going to take a little bit of time for them to review, and then you'll be able to go back to it. But it's a 90-day process, so it's a grind. So just hang in there. But if I get 1 strike, I'm banned. So in my opinion, it isn't worth it. Got it. Well, that's fair. I can't say, like I said, I don't know why or why not you're not getting, or why you're getting strikes. So I can't say. But I understand that from your aspect. If you really think that you're going to, if you're really going to get bananaed for the things that you post. Like I said, I don't know how risky. Just talking about money, yeah, it is. Yeah, like I said, I had a crypto account as well, and you talk about AI. Yeah, so yeah, yours is going to be a little more monitored right now because money and making moolah online and AI and those kind of things are being heavily watched, heavily managed for scammers and all that stuff. So it is just is what it is. So maybe that's a good plan, Stank. Maybe in that 90 days, maybe you could start a different account. If you got another passion and keep practicing, right? So I have like 5 or 6 accounts, and I practice from time to time on them. So that's just food for thought there. So thank you guys so much. Angel here, TikTok Growth Secrets. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube as well. If you guys want to go ahead and check my newest YouTube channel here, you guys can go ahead and check out TikTok Growth Secrets podcast. Okay, because some of these lives are being turned into podcasts and long form video on YouTube. And YouTube, for what it's worth, is starting to like podcast, long form video, streaming live, etc. Yeah, any tips on actually starting a new account? Is there specific things you need to do for it? You need to find your SEO right away. Once you find a niche you want to go into, you need to find your SEO. You need to get your profile optimized before you even make a post. Don't even think about posting before you get this optimized, okay? And then you can go ahead from there. You make sure you get your SEO on point. Make sure you get categorized early. Gain that trust early. Let TikTok know that you're about what you're saying you're about early. Because once you make that mutual connection with your mutual friend, Todd, the TikTok algorithm guy, he becomes your friend. You're able to use him to see all his mutual friends, right? And the only way you can do that is if they trust you. So gain that trust through search engine optimization. Get your profile optimized. Find the categorizations that are ranking in your new niche. Use those on your profile and then go at it. So hopefully that helps, guys. Thank you guys so much. Angel here, TikTok Growth Secrets. If you guys want to, thanks, man. Have a sick day. You too, man. I appreciate you. If you guys want to, go ahead and check out the community. Like I said, the community is the big thing that I want you guys to get into with me. Go ahead and check the Stan Store. It's $97 one-time fee. You get lifetime access to it. Community of over right around 300 people right now and growing. Maybe we're over 300 now. But go ahead and check that out. I'd love to have you guys in there. $97 one-time fee, lifetime access. You get the community part where you get to ask questions. You can interact with me. I actually have a messenger in there as well. You can message me in there anytime. Like I said, I love to help you guys in there. But I also have hours and hours of coursework on how to do SEO and editing and content creation and hooks. I have the 100 hooks PDF. I have all those things in there. I would love to have you guys in there, get to know you guys even more. So hopefully, if you guys like this kind of content, the stuff that's in the community is going to be way better. And the people who are in there are just as knowledgeable as me now because they've been through the course. They hear my lives every single day and they see my audits that I do in the community every single month. They are starting to understand it as well as I do. So I would love to have you in there. I have plenty of people I think we have out of the 300 people, I think there's like 40 or 45 different niches, something like that. We have a lot of niches in like 20 different countries. And we have people that are verified. We have people with 1 million views and we have people with no views. Or no views and hardly any followers, everywhere in between. So love to have you. Morning Groovers, good to see you. Wellness Whispers, good to see you as well. So if you want to join the community, I'd love to have you in the Stan Store. And like I said, bonus for you guys. Tomorrow I'm launching the 30-day challenge where you're going to be able to grow an account with me for 30 days. It's going to be in your email, and every single day you'll get an email from me with a brand new video that's going to talk about what I did on my 30 days, right? And it's going to give you tips and the things that you should do for those 30 days in order to grow. So I'm going to help you guys grow in that 30-day challenge no matter where you are. That is actually launching tomorrow. And I will give you guys that information tomorrow, but you guys are live with me and you guys always get the first information first. And before you guys, my people in my membership get it. So by the way, if you want to join the community, you'll get that challenge for free. The challenge is going to be $27, so less than $1 a day to do the challenge with me. But if you join the Stan Store, the $97 lifetime access, that will also include the challenge. So I would love to have you in the community because if you're in the community, you get my live events, you get my challenges, you get all those things when you join my community. That's the big thing. So hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of content. Hopefully, if you guys miss part of this live, you guys can go right to my YouTube channel right now and check out TikTok Growth Secrets Podcast. And this episode 1 is there already. So you guys can see the beginning if you guys are just seeing this. So I'm actually, like I said, doing this live here on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube at the same time. And this is being shown as a podcast on TikTok Growth Secrets Podcast on YouTube, which is the TikTok Growth Secrets Podcast account. Is the original creator fund an option at 10K followers if you make a new account? I actually don't think so. I think it's only the beta creator program now. I think you had to be in that other program in order to be grandfathered in, but now I think it's only the beta creator program for you. So thank you guys so much. Angel here, TikTok Growth Secrets. If you guys missed anything, go ahead and check my YouTube channel, TikTok Growth Secrets Podcast. Until next time, tomorrow, guys, I will see you later. If you want to join the community, I'd love to have you in there. I got a live in there soon, and the 30-day challenge with me is going to be starting September 1st, and I'm launching all of that tomorrow for you guys to get in. So thank you guys so much. Angel here, TikTok Growth Secrets. Take care. All love. Talk soon. Peace.